Nieuwenhuis here, and if you are serious about brand building, this is a very valuable video for you, so pay attention because you don't want to miss this. If you're running a fashion brand or maybe you're branded dropshipping, the chances are very high that you mostly send all your traffic you have to the product page directly. You test creatives, maybe you scale sometimes, and you get some good numbers, but the problem is maybe you cannot get it consistent. The CPMs go up, the performance becomes inconsistent eventually, and scaling past a certain point doesn't work anymore. You just feel that you have a ceiling, and I had the same until I discovered lenders and awareness stages. Because if you're not working with lenders and awareness stages, you're just sending all the cold traffic directly to the product page, and it's normal, it's very logical if you know about this, that this doesn't work as good as adding lenders in between. So it's not an ad problem, it's not a product problem, it's just a funnel structure problem you are facing right now. And in this video, I'm breaking down the exact landing page strategy we use ourselves to scale brands past 1 million a month and even further, based on awareness stages, funnel positioning, and using the right type of lender for the right audience. So stay watching until the end, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a DM on Instagram, len.nieuwenhuis. I would say let's go directly into the value, let's not waste any more time. So what we built here is the 1 million month plus lender strategy, what most brands miss. First of all, it's very important to know why one page doesn't convert everyone, like I said before. Lenders are literally where ROAS is won or lost. Ads only by the click, the page converts it. So if you're running an ad and you directly send it to the product page at all times, you need to understand that the traffic is not warm enough. And a lender fixed this. Because different visitors need different journeys. Cold, warm, hot traffic won't convert on the same page, which is very logical because each audience has a different reason why they click on your ad. So you need to warm up your cold traffic more, and the hot traffic is more likely to buy directly. So you need to basically treat them different as well. And within this, the message match is everything. So you need to make sure that the message in your ad, angle, in the lender, and in the offer is the same, so you boost your CVR eventually. Lenders let you test and iterate quickly as well, because with the lenders you can just add different lenders in between your ad and your product page, and in this way you don't need to build every time a new product page or need to adjust product pages too much, because this is also not beneficial for your optimization from your ads eventually. So when you don't tweak that too much but build lenders in between to test different hooks, maybe even offers, lenders, whatever you want to do, or even bundles, that's possible with lenders right now. A better lender is a higher conversion rate plus a higher AOV plus a better ROAS, because the traffic is more likely to buy, so your conversion rate will raise, but you can also warm them up for even to buy bigger bundles. Then the awareness stages. First of all, you have the unaware awareness stage. So the prospect, the client, or the customer, however you want to name it, doesn't consciously realize they have a problem that needs solving. So in this stage, it's very important that first of all, you make them aware about the problem they actually have, but don't discover yet that they have the problem. This is the most cold traffic you can get. Then you have the problem aware stage. And here the customer feels a pain and is aware they have some kind of problem. So they are facing already the pain they have, and they know that they have a problem, but they absolutely don't know what to do or don't even think about solving it. Then the solution aware stage, where the client, the customer, is aware that there are solutions to their problem available, but they just don't know yet which is the best solution, or maybe they're not likely to eventually also act to the solution, so they want to solve it, but they just know that there's a solution for their problem. Then you have the product awareness stage, and they get quite hot already, this audience, because the client, the customer, is aware that your product or service is one of the available solutions. So they already know about your product or about your brand. They are just not fully convinced yet to buy. So you need to convince them more that your product is the best out of all the competition you have. And then you have the most aware stage. And this is the hottest stage you can have, the hottest traffic you can have, because the customer believes that your product or service is the right solution. And of course, the conversion rate on this traffic will be the highest normally, because they already are likely to buy your product, so it's easier to make them click on the buying button. All right, let's go on to the next one, because here we have one of those lenders, the advertorial. The advertorial is a content style article page. It looks like an editorial that educates plus persuades before the offer. And it's the best for cold traffic, so the unaware stage. So that is this stage. And also it's okay for the problem aware stages, so the next stage. So this is good for cold traffic. And this works because it's a low resistant, it doesn't feel like an ad, it builds belief plus trust through your story, and it's educational. So they actually feel that they learn something by clicking on your ad and that they are a bit more wise about the problem they have. And it's very great for a belief shift. So to make the customer feel like they actually have a problem they need to solve. So with this ad, you can even get the traffic a bit warmer to the next stage, because now they know that they have a problem, and maybe they are even more known about the solution there, that there is a solution for their problem. But for most of the times you want to keep them in this stage and then just build the trust. It's an explanation or credibility stacking, for example with logos, quotes, how it works. And the goal here is to turn cold clicks into warm buyers, so the next page, the product page, can convert faster. So this is an example of a page like that, of an advertorial. And here you see finally a productivity pill that works from nootropics. And then you see here, getting into flow stage is the holy grail of productivity and performance. So you see it's really educational. It's like an article, an easy way of attaining flow states. And in between they put like their products, as you can see. Here they also talk about the brain, on it Pro, Joe Rogan, to get some trust as well here. Yeah, someone would likely know talking about it. Flow, focus, full. As you can see, it's very educational, but of course they put products and they put their own solution already in between. Yeah, so if you want to read this whole article, just put the video on pause, but let's go on. Just an example. Then we go to the next one, and this is a listicle. And a listicle is a content style page in a list format. For example, the top X reasons, X mistakes that pre-sells before the offer. And this is the best for cold traffic as well. Unaware, problem aware, or even solution aware. So one stage further. And this works very good because it's low resistance as well. Feels like content, easy to scan, builds belief step by step. And this is also for the dopamine very good, because a top 5, top 10 or whatever, or multiple things summed up like you see here, is very good for the dopamine as well. And you have to understand that your customer is already in a dopamine flow, because normally they are just scrolling on Meta, on TikTok or whatever they scroll. Meta not, but yeah, Facebook or Instagram. And you have to understand they were not even going to buy something, you know. So that you make them click on the ad in first place is already very good, but they're still in a dopamine flow. So yeah, if you add some extra dopamine shots to them, that works pretty well, because they are still scrolling a bit, and yeah, in the meantime you build trust and you build knowledge about the brand or about the problem there is. So that's very good to do, and it's great at education plus comparison plus proof stacking. And here you can do UGC, reviews, stats, so to build the trust even more. And the goal here obviously is to warm up the click so the next page can close the sale faster. As you can see here, this is an example of the listicle. Here you have like 5 reasons why this plastic-free shampoo bar is on everyone's wish list. And they just read, and maybe they recognize themselves in this, or they can already imagine themselves that they have a very nice smelling hair after this, changing the world. So they also already show that they're actually thinking about the environment, which is really good. Here you have reviews, as you can see, some social proof, some trust. And even here you see that they already add their own brand name, which is really good, because while reading, while educating, they already see, without getting it forced too much, they already see that they have the solution for their problem, as you can see. So this is very good. The next one is the VSL, Video Sales Letter. And this is a landing page where a video is the main sales message. So the video here does most of the convincing. So here the video is also the most important. And this is very good for solution aware or product aware stages. So even a stage further, because here people are already known about the problem. They already know that they have the problem. They understand they have the problem. They are maybe even looking for a solution for their problem. And they maybe even already know about your product. They just need to get convinced about the product, about your brand. Here in this video you can demonstrate or tell a story, build trust fast, and handle objections in one flow. Because a video is again a very good dopamine shot. So once you can do it with the video, yeah, it's again something they will like, because normally they are scrolling again on Facebook, on Instagram, seeing other videos. So when they're still in that flow of checking videos, a video can work pretty well. And this is very great at showing the mechanism before, after, found the expert, credibility, emotional buy-in plus proof. So here you can show, like I said, before and afters, the effect it got on another customer, maybe a customer review, testimonial, or whatever, to build even more proof to make them buy. And the goal here is to get the visitor to watch, believe, and click the CTA. usually to a checkout or product page as well. Then we have the next one, and this is the quiz. And this is one that can work really, really well, because this is an interactive product finder to answer a few questions to find the right product that ends with a personalized recommendation. And I know it sounds a bit weird, but what a lot of people do with a quiz is it definitely almost goes always to their bestseller. That's even possible. So you don't even need to have one product for every answer that the customer has. Like, you can even send them with multiple answers, multiple different answers to the same product. Only the idea that they did the quiz, the eventual result of the quiz, is this is your perfect product out of our brand, out of our collection, that makes them already believe, of course, that this product is perfect for them. So that's why this works really well. This is also the best for problem aware and solution aware. So if we go a bit back, maybe you forgot it a bit. If we go back to here, then it is the best for problem aware or solution aware, like these stages. And I think even, I wrote this down here, but I think even it's also good for product aware. So you can apply it to that as well. This works very good because personalization reduces overwhelm, increases engagement, and makes the offer feel made for me, like I said before. And it's great at fit variant matching. For example, if you have, let's say you're selling, for example, the brand in this example, it's selling supplements. So here you can fill in like, okay, what's your goal? And they click a lot of buttons. And as you can see, you click a button like here, and then you answer the next question. So yeah, again a question where you can answer some of them. Again a question, so you answer a lot of questions, and this really feels that it's literally made for them. So when you answer all these questions, more and more and more, you get this perfect match, and the customer really feels that this is the ideal product for them. So that's really good to do. And you can even capture email and SMS before the results. So by this, you build a huge customer base, and you can even upsell, cross-sell, whatever you want to do to that email or SMS that you received from the customer before receiving their result, which is really good. And here you can turn the doubt a customer maybe has into a clear next step. So the recommended product plus the CTA to pre-sales page or product page. Then the last one, and this is the product page, and this is your standard product page that you already know, obviously, with the price, the variance, the shipping and returns, and add to cart. And this is the best for product aware and most aware. So this is good for warm traffic, retargeting, brand search, returning visitors, etc. And maybe if you see this and you are not using Landers yet, it's a bit surprising that you're not using it actually. Because as you can see, if you only use add to direct to the product page, you're only serving the warm, the hot traffic. So it's not strange that you don't have a very high conversion rate when you're just sending all the cold traffic directly from the ad to the product page, right? So this is very important to understand that this works the best for warm traffic that is already warm. And this is also maybe the reason that a lot of customers only convert when they saw multiple ads of you with multiple educational things in it, instead of one ad, one lender, and directly a sale. So with this strategy, you can turn a lot more cold traffic as well into buyers. So yeah, try it out yourself, I would say. And why this works is this is literally the fastest path to purchase. So our product page is obviously always needed. And it's also great for clarity because the price, what's included, trust basics. So if your lender is very, very extensive, sometimes you can send it directly from a lender to the checkout or to another sales page. I would only advise this with hot traffic, so in the last two awareness stages, but not with the cold traffic, obviously. You always want to send them then to the product page. And the goal here, of course, remove friction and get the visitor to the cart. That's it. All right, before we head on, I just want to grab your attention quickly for our community, because we have an own community and we made this page to filter out the trash. It's only $1 a day, so less than a bottle of water per day. And you get everyday value from 7-figure entrepreneurs and even 8-figure entrepreneurs like me and my business partners. You can connect with like-minded people, in which also our one-on-one students. You have weekly community calls and Q&As. 2 community calls at the moment, from which one is a VE founders call with me and my business partners, generated more than 70 million combined in revenue and more than 20 years of Ecom experience combined. And there's also an A to Z video course in it. A whole Discord community where we post student results, our own results. You can access all our plugs, so you can literally access our whole network for whatever you want. Doesn't matter if you need agency ad account, supplier, developer, micro-influencer agencies, UGC agencies, whatever you need, we have it. So I would say have a look. You can cancel it monthly, so it's not that you are stuck with it for a whole year. It's just $1 a day. So link in the description and I will see you there. By the way, it's good to announce as well that Teun is one of our one-on-one students. He came to us with a brand which was not very profitable, doing around 2, maybe 3K days. And now we scaled it within a very short time frame with him to 10K days consistently with a very good profit margin, also using this lender strategy. So that's a good example. Another good example is this funnel example, because here I showcase exactly the funnel example from an ad to the product page with a lender in between. For example, this brand, scaled her, and here you see the ad. So intimacy changed after kids, blah, blah, blah. Then you see here a static image with the reviews. As you can see, there's a hook which stops the scroll. Then it calls out the exact problem. You're leaking, or you have looseness after the kids. You use a real quote plus stars to build instant trust, as you can see. And you promise an outcome. I feel more secure when I cough. So that's also an outcome. And that's why this ad is very strong. Now, then you click on this ad and then you go directly to a lender. And here you have the pre-lender as an advertorial. And this is the bridge because it builds the trust. It literally explains why the problem happens and why common solutions don't work. It makes the product feel credible, special report, education, proof, stats, and it warms up cold people before asking them to buy. So if we zoom in on this lender, you see here the shocking truth about women's pelvic health, the at-home treatment clinics hope you never discover. Yeah, we're not gonna take it, we're not gonna read it completely, but here you can see for decades women have been misled. So the problem is announced here, doctor recommended, check availability. So here you can click already to the product page. That's very important. Don't put the button once down all the way the advertorial. Always put it multiple times in between. So they can always, for example, here maybe they're already convinced so they can click, you know. If you put it only here, down here, there's a very little chance that people are clicking because they don't read the whole article most of the times. Because again, they are in their dopamine scrolling on Facebook Meta. So yeah, not everyone will read the whole article, but only scrolling quickly through the article already builds trust. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of information, results, so proof, reviews, then other solutions. So yeah, as you can see, the medications, clinic, and then they literally show that you have the best value for your money with this product, you know, therapy, take notice. This is how real marketing works. Really strong on this one. And then some guarantees as well. And again, check availability instead of like buy here, because then it feels a bit more like with urgency or scarcity actually. So that's very good to do as well. So this is a very strong lender in my opinion. Then you see the product page. And what they did here, and which got my attention, is that they use different colors. So sometimes you can test it out. Here you see a bit more calm colors. Here they show a lot of like more pink colors. So it actually looks another article, maybe even from another company or whatever, because here they use calm colors again. So this is something you can test out. Sometimes it works better to use the same colors. Sometimes it works better to make it look like it's actually a different site. So this is something you can test out yourself as well. And here you see the product page. And this is where you make the close. So this makes the buying easier, gives the shopping info, price, variance, what's included, clear CTA, shipping, guarantee, FAQs, removes final friction so they can purchase fast. This is not a very long product description or whatever. It just has some USPs, which is very, very good. Here also like another like kind of hook, and also addressing the problems they have, the price in the sale, reviews, clear photo, doctor recommended, all really, really good as you can see. Special sale, yes, this is all very nice. So this is something that actually converts. Then the next one, awareness stages aren't fixed box. People are often in between stages. So this is very important to realize. It is not that one lender or whatever, one kind of lender is only suitable for one awareness stage. It's always a kind of overlap. And this is why one lender can work for multiple stages. First of all, the difference is what the page focuses on. So earlier stages need more education and trust, because they literally don't even know your brand or don't even know that there's a solution to their problem. So they need education because they need to know what is the actual solution to their problem. They also need to believe that that is the actual solution to their problem. And also they need to have like more trust because they don't know your brand, they don't know the product even. So you need to build a lot of trust that it actually works. Then you have the later stages who need proof plus clear offer. So here there's a kind of friction why they don't order yet or why they didn't go to your site themselves yet because they actually know already the kind of products, maybe they even know already your brand, but there's a kind of friction that you need to remove. So here you need clear proof and a clear offer. Here the offer needs to be very clear as well, so they need to know actually what they get for the price they pay. So the same page can fit different stages depending on the angle and depth of the content. Really important to realize. And then we have the different awareness stages here again with the kind of lender that you can attach to this awareness stage. Very important to know. In the unaware stage, so where people are completely unaware that they actually have the problem, so you need to literally tell them you have this problem, there you can use the advertorial or the listicle because these are more educational, right? Then you have the problem aware stage where you can better use like the advertorial and the listicle as well, but also the quiz. Because here you can literally tell them this is the actual best solution you can have, this is the best product that fits you as a customer. So with your problem, with your specific problem, this is the best product for you. Then we have the solution aware, where you can also use the quiz, but also a VSL. Because here it's less important to educate them because they already know they have the problem, they already know that there is a kind of solution for it. So then you need to convince them that you have the solution for their problem and that they need to buy your solution and that they will eventually lose the problem they have. Then the product aware, so here they already know your product, and then a VSL is very nice, or a product page, which is also good. You can also send them directly through the product page. They already know that the product is the solution for their problem. Pre-lender is not always necessary here, but the VSL is still very strong here. And then you have the most aware, and yeah, these can literally go directly to the product page. You also don't want to lose any traffic in between the ad and the product page by a lender where they don't click to the product page, which can happen as well, of course. So here you can send them directly to the product page and yeah, just convince them that your product is the best for them. Also, you do this already by the ad, of course, but with the product page directly, you make the customer journey as short as possible for them because this traffic is already very hot. So you don't need to get them warmer by a pre-lender. So in this way, you can send them directly to the product page. All right, now it's very important to how to create these pages actually, because this information is all nice, but yeah, we also need to know how to create them. So in the Shopify App Store, you have multiple apps which you can use to create these pages, like Gem Pages, Pagefly, Replo, or for the quiz, you can use Octane AI. So write these down and check them out yourself in the App Store. Then you can also duplicate one of your pages and code them by yourself using ChatGPT. So you can literally in Shopify, for example, build an extra site, a lender which you don't put on the theme. So you don't click on them when you're just scrolling on your site, and you can just push buttons in that to the product page. So you can literally in the Shopify store itself build also these pre-lenders or buy another host. It's also possible. But yeah, you can literally make them yourself, code them and use ChatGPT. So how you can do this, you can go to your current product page, for example, then go to ChatGPT, copy paste the code in there, give instructions to ChatGPT. I want to build a lender out of this product page with this and this information, with these and these pictures, and you can just try it out yourself. It uses a bit more time, but it's cheaper because these apps are not for free, obviously. So that's the cheap way. They have also an option to hire a developer via Fiverr, Upwork, or onlinejobs.ph. If you want to know how to hire more team members, check my other video where I'm talking about team building, how to hire, where to pay attention to. So also a very valuable video about team building on my channel. This was a video about lenders and awareness stages. If you have any questions, which I can imagine, don't hesitate to send me a DM on Instagram, glenn.nieuwenhuis, and I can help you out for sure. Also, don't forget to check out the community, link in the description, where you can just attend every group call with the VE founders, including myself, who are actually running stores, doing multiple 7 figures per month, where you can ask all your questions and many more in the community. So check out the link in the description and I see you there. Adios.